second semifinal game of this Metropolitan Baseball Tournament. In this game, it will feature the K&B Building Supply out of Omaha Westside to the home team on the scoreboard based on the flip of the coin. Visitors, the P52's out of Millard South. We'll give you the starting lineup quickly, and then we will do the national anthem. For the 52's, they'll lead off with their left fielder, number 24, Matt Guthmiller. Batting second. In center field, number 5, Tyson Gertis. Batting third, the catcher, number 7, Noah Grice. Batting cleanup at third base, number 17, Christian Hobbs. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 16, Jarrett Novak. In the sixth spot, the right fielder, number 6, Noah Unziger. Batting seventh, line at second base, number 3, Jacob Foote. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 10, Jared Huskroft. He'll hit for the pitcher, number 25, Braden Cannon. And batting ninth, at shortstop, number 1, Trey Mungeon, the P52's. And now for K&B Building Supply, they'll lead off with their right fielder, number 9, Cole Payton. Batting second, number 6, Harrison Pryling. Batting third, number 7, the pitcher, Trevor Barajas. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 3, Johnny Reinhardt. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 17, David Goodwin. Batting eighth, number 15, Michael Finnan. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 6, Dalton Bargo. And batting eighth, the second baseman, number 21, R.J. Gunderson. And in the ninth spot, the third baseman, number 14, Logan Guthrie. The K&B Building Supplies on the Omaha Westside. And now the rest of the players and coaches who would join their teams on the base pass, we will honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
It's the only thing. Ever since COVID-19 swept through the nation, the feeling of normalcy has been lost. However, over the course of the last 2 months, the P52's baseball team of Millard South has provided a sense of normalcy each time they take the diamond, captivating its viewers along the way. For the seniors on this squad, The seniors that are the driving force of this machine, they have been longing for a championship over the last 4 years to bring home to their grade school. Tonight with the win, they can get yet another opportunity to fulfill a dream and leave a legacy by reaching the Metro Tournament Championship tomorrow. And a wise man once said, "It's too late to be scared." With that said, you are looking live from the John A. Lammel Complex here at Millard South High School. Joey Kirkle alongside Dylan Pelster for tonight's semifinal game. Millard South, the P52's against the Westside Warriors. Pleasure to be with you, Joey.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic game. Obviously, semifinals in the Metro Tournament. The Patriots are 22-8, and they're on an 11-win streak. And Westside, they're 22-9. They're coming off a 6-3 loss versus Millard North. Before that, they'd won 2 straight, though, so a very dangerous team. And they're looking to get their success coming back today against the Patriots.
Tonight's starting pitcher for the Patriots will be Braden Cannon. However, with the coin flip, that's how it's done in the Metro Tournament. Westside will be the home team tonight here at Millard South, so Millard South will be batting first. Tonight's starting lineup for the P52's: Guthmiller, Gertis, Grice. Cleanup is Hobbs, Novak batting 5th, Unsker in the 6th spot. Rounding it out is Foot, Jared Husgrove, the DH tonight, and batting 9th, Trey Munchin.
On the mound today for Westside, pitcher Trevor Barajas. On the year, he's pitched 18 innings, started 3 games. He's got an ERA at 2.67, very talented pitcher, only giving up 7 earned runs. And in those 18 innings, 17 strikeouts. He has yet to hit a batter with a pitch. We know recently the Patriots have gone up against a lot of pitchers who have had some accuracy issues. However, it looks like he will not be the man on the mound to have those issues. Looking to put together a fantastic performance.
All right. The men are at their spots. The players are.
Barajas is ready. Guthmiller is ready. And the first pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1.
We've seen Guthmiller lead things off the last 4 or 5 games, and he's done a really good job. Seems like him and Gertis have been doing fantastic ever since they made that switch.
That one's going to be taken low, so Guthmiller already up 2-0 to start tonight.
And Barajas, 10 walks in those 18 innings he's pitched. He's had pretty good accuracy.
Barajas. That's going to be hit out to center field from Guthmiller. Going back on the run. Going to make the play on the run is center fielder for Westside. Let's see who that is. That's David Goodwin.
Fantastic player right there by Goodwin. You don't want to give the Patriots momentum early. You know they're a very dangerous batting team. You don't want to have to work from behind the whole time. So good job preventing the leadoff hitter from getting on base.
Guthmiller squared that one out. However, to the deepest part of the ballpark for out number 1. Westside lost to Millard West, however, won the pool play games as each team in that 3-team bracket, Berg, Millard West, and Westside went 1-1. Westside had the best run differential, and that's why they are here tonight. Gertis swings and misses on that fastball, 1-1.
Gertis in his last game versus Scott, when the Patriots won 7-3, he went 2 for 4 with 2 runs. Did a very good job, had great base running too.
That ball's upstairs.
So Barajas is a guy with a 58.5% strike percentage. Likes to get ahead of those counts, however, struggled a little bit these first 2 at-bats.
Gertis goes after that fastball, fouls it back, 2-2 now.
And so the winner of this game will play tomorrow at noon against Creighton Prep. Creighton Prep 16-16 on the season, however, has done a fantastic job as of recent, getting hot at the right time. That's all that matters.
Gertis checks his swing. That's going to be a weak ground ball right back to the pitcher Barajas for out number 2.
We've seen the games where the Patriots have struggled the most. It's when they struggle early on. Other teams able to tack on a few runs, get that lead. The Patriots win working from behind. We've seen a lot of success. However, we've seen a handful of games where they've been trying too hard, really pushing that aggressiveness, and have been unsuccessful to close that gap.
And we know as of lately in the Metro Tournament that the top of the order has been generating most of the runs so far. So it's big for Barajas to try to get out of this inning with nothing on the board as that pitch almost hit Grice.
Almost his first hit batter all season for Barajas.
Just barely missed his jersey. That's now outside, 2-0.
And so looking at the Patriots batting lineup, all the same guys as we saw the last games, except Jared Huscroft is now the designated hitter. He'll replace Folkers.
Grice hits that one well out to right field. On the run is the right fielder. Going back at the wall. That baby's gone. Good night, Irene. Santa Maria. Noah Grice gets the Patriots out in front.
You know, in big games, Noah Grice will perform, and there he is, the third at-bat of the game. Saw a pitch he liked, and he took that one home. So now the Patriots up 1-0. Fantastic job. They're gaining some momentum from Noah Grice.
A little bit of an Oppo Taco shot right there from Grice. Muscled it out past the right field wall, and just like that, Millard South out in front.
So that's home run number 3 on the season for Grice. Been a constant source of power, definitely the Patriots' most dangerous batter.
He had a 2-0 count, was expecting a fastball and got one, as Hobbs takes outside 1-0.
And we see him do great work on that fastball. And like you said, he saw one that right there that he liked, and boy did he take advantage.
Hobbs takes a big rip at that one, fouls it out.
Hobbs, a guy we've really seen climbing the stats all year. He's 4th in batting average, batting .362. However, he's 1st in on-base percentage, .543. Been walked 21 times this season.
Takes a strike at the knees, now has fallen behind 1-2 in the count.
So if you're Barajas, you're trying to just forget about that last at-bat, looking to finish this inning well.
Goes with the breaking ball, barely misses low in the zone.
And we know this Westside team has a very dangerous batting. We saw, obviously, they struggled against Millard West, but besides that, they had 3 straight games scoring double digits, so they just got to limit the Patriots' runs as much as possible.
Hobbs tries to go to left center field, lines out right to the shortstop, Johnny Remmert. And with that said, that's 3 outs here in the top of the first inning. However, the Patriots take a 1-0 lead off the bat of Noah Grice, who had a home run out to right field. We'll take a break and be right back. Braden Cannon on the mound.
52's in the top of the first inning. Defensively for the 52's, as they take the field, Novak goes to first. Second baseman is Foote. Over at shortstop is Bunchen, and third is Christian Hobbs. In the outfield, you got Guthmiller in left. The center fielder is Gertis, and in right is Unziger. On the bump, Braden Cannon. Behind the plate, Noah Grice. Due up for KB Building Services, it'll be Pate Riley on deck, Barajas in the hole, followed by Reiner, Goodwin, Finn, Bargo, Gunderson, and Godfrey.
All right, bottom of the first. 1-0 is your score in favor of the P52's. Leading off, right fielder number 9, Cole Payton.
Braden Cannon, the man on the mound, been very successful lately. His last start was that one against Omaha North in the 10-0 win where he threw a no-hitter. Only 67 pitches thrown in those 5 innings, had 6 strikeouts. Then we saw him come in the other day for just 2 at-bats. He hit his first batter, then got the final out of the game after Novak hit his 105 pitch count.
He's quickly out ahead of Payton, 0-2.
We know Cannon's a guy constantly giving you strikes. He's got a 64% strike percentage, 69% first pitch strike.
Patriots over the course of the next 24 hours, if they're going to win tonight, assuming so, if they can, trying to roll with Cannon, Blair, and Payne for the next 2 games, including tonight. Blair could be seen in relief tonight, or could be seen in relief of Jaden Payne tomorrow if Millard South were to win against Westside here at the John A. Lammel Complex.
I was told that Trey Mungin is also a possibility to come in tonight.
See, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sadly got here 20 minutes before game time. It's been a lovely day. Work, graduation, work.
There you go.
But here we go. Most important part of the day is right here, though.
And this will be a big first out. Cole Payton is debatably the best hitter on this team. He's definitely up there. It's close. They got a lot of really powerful hitters, but he's one of the best.
Cannon, after being up 0-2, has thrown 3 straight balls. Count now moves to full.
And one thing all the Patriot pitchers do really well is get quick work in the early innings, low pitch count. However, right there, obviously, 6 pitches and walk the batter.
So Cannon lost Payton, who heads down to first base with the leadoff walk. Now up number 6, left fielder Harrison Creeling.
He's a .261 hitter on the season, so hasn't had quite the success he was looking for. However, he's leading the team in doubles with 8, and he's tied for 3rd in RBIs and is in sole place of 3rd for runs. And Payton's a very speedy base runner. We'll see if he tries to get in scoring position early.
That's a breaking ball hit down the right field line. That's going to head towards foul territory and into the Westside bullpen, and now out of play.
And it'll be very vital for this Westside team to retaliate as quick as possible. We know the Patriots, with their strong pitching performances, they can work off just a run or two. That cushion, they can work off of the whole game, have a lot of momentum going for them.
Cannon keeping his eye on Payton. Foot and Munchin playing in double play depth. 0-1 count to Kruling as Cannon sets. Long pause on the mound. Now kicks to the mound and fires. Strike. Throw back to first. Nearly got Cole Payton right there at first.
One awfully close. Fantastic move by Grice. We've seen him do a fantastic job at catcher all season, and we're seeing it yet again. Wasted no time on that throw. So now Cannon trying to finish this one. We saw no 2 count last at bat. Obviously ended up walking Cole Payton.
That ball's in the dirt. Good stop right there from Grice.
Grice been a fantastic catcher all season. You rarely see anything get past him.
Did a great job in replacement of Drew Wessel. We're used to seeing Noah Grice over at second base. However, with Wessel's injury at the start of Legion Ball this summer, Grice has stepped in really nicely behind the plate. That's going to be a fastball. Is that going to be blooped into center field? It is. Gertis not able to get to it. Payton's going to hold at second. Westside's got runners on first and second and nobody out, trying to counter Grice's home run in the top half of the first.
And that one placed very well from Harrison Kraling. We know Gertis is a very speedy outfielder. Anything close to him he can get, however, didn't have quite enough time for that one. So runners on first and second, still 0 outs.
Yep.
Bringing up the pitcher, Trevor Barajas.
Yep. And despite that fastball being in on Kraling's hand, he had enough power to get it into center field. So Westside's threatening right now. Excuse me, Joey. That's the second time I've interrupted you in the last 30 seconds.
Barajas has 15 RBIs on the season. He's also 3rd in runs, 2nd in hits. Very dangerous batter. This is the guy you want right now. You're trying to, like you said, retaliate as quick as possible, get a run on the board.
Cannon up 0-1. That's a changeup in the dirt. Good block yet again from Grice.
So we've seen Cannon have really good starts to his first 2 at-bats. However, both batters obviously getting on. We saw the walk and then that well-placed ball to right center field. We know these Patriot pitchers have been in a lot of tricky situations. However, they've gotten out of it very well. So Barajas in his last game at the plate went 1 for 3, scored a run, was also walked once.
Cannon fires. Just going to be a hair outside now, 2-1.
This Westside team has a lot of guys that can do it all really well. Obviously, Barajas, a top hitter for them, also a great pitcher. Cole Payton and Harrison Kraling, 2 also very talented hitters, were the 2 pitchers last game against Millard West.
And that ball's also outside, and Cannon struggling right now, 1 pitch away from loading the bases here with no outs.
We know he's a very strong pitcher, very high IQ guy, so you assume that this won't affect him long term, because pitching's a very, you need a really good mentality if you're going to be a strong pitcher.
Cannon, that's outside. Missing his spot on his fastball. He just walked Barajas, and now the bases are loaded. Nobody out for the 4-hole hitter, batting cleanup number 3, shortstop Johnny Remmert.
So Cannon has seen 3 batters. He's walked 2, given up a base hit. So a rough start for him. Trying to give up as little damage as possible in this first inning.
With the Patriots scoring a run in the top half of the first, only the corners are in right now. Foot and Munchin still in double play depth. They'll trade the 2 outs for a run at this point in time.
And Johnny Rader, a 373 hitter, puts them on 3rd in team in batting average.
Cannon takes a deep breath, throws a breaking ball inside corner for strike number 1.
That's exactly what he needs to do. Just take a deep breath. Just think about this. Forget about the runners on base. Think about that man at the plate and how you're going to get him out.
Cannon, that ball is upstairs, 1-1.
We know Cannon's a guy with very good accuracy. He's got a lot of control behind his pitches. However, he's struggling in just the first inning.
That's a nice breaking ball right there from Cannon. Gets Reimert out in front.
Nice job right there getting Reiner to chase that pitch.
Looking to get a first out of the inning, a big first out at that. If you could strike Reimert out right here, that'd be pretty big in this situation. The bases are loaded and nobody is out. Cannon's going to step off. Grice is going to go back out to talk to him.
And you know, Grice, the guy that's pitched before, he's been on the mound twice this year, and in his sophomore year he pitched. So it's good that he can get in that mentality of the pitcher. He can try to give him some good advice from a senior.
Cannon looking to get a big punch out right here. His 1-2 pitch is a pop-up. That's going to stay in the field of play for Novak. And it's going to go into the bleachers now. Wind carried that one out. Hit a fan over on the Westside side who appears to be okay right now. Tell you what, that ball looked like it was going to be popped up.
Wind really got a hold of that.
Yeah, in the field of play. Thought at least Grice or Novak would have had a chance to make the play for round number 1.
And that would have been a perfect out right there.
Yep. Count remains 1-2. Cannon. Grice with a good stop in the dirt.
Oh, Grice, like I already mentioned, very reliable catcher. Already seen him having to get a lot of work in, putting in a lot of stops. So the shortstop right here with a big opportunity to retaliate, at least tie this one up, maybe even take the lead with a well-placed ball.
Cannon. Breaking ball, hit out of play, down the right field line, foul. Tell you what, Reimer's putting together a really good at-bat right now, not giving in.
And we saw in that no-hitter when he pitched 5 innings, Cannon only threw 67 pitches. Right now he's at 20. Just inning number 1.
No action in the bullpen yet for the P52's.
I think that's probably a smart call. You know, Cannon's a very good pitcher. As he gets the first strikeout right there, that one well placed outside.
Hit his target perfectly as Grice was set up on the outside corner. Fastball gets Reimer for out number 1. Runners don't advance. And now I tell you what, a double play ball right here from David Goodwin. That would be pretty remarkable for Mr. Cannon right here.
Be the perfect situation here for the Patriots. However, a very talented hitter up, David Goodwin. He's had a fantastic season after this pitch. I'll go more into that.
He's going to pop it up. Is this one going to stay in the field of play? Novak calls it. Novak makes the play. And Braden Cannon is now 1 out away from leaving the bases loaded with no outs.
This could be a fantastic recovery. Well, I'm not going to talk about David Goodwin now. Talk about him next at bat.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
He's irrelevant at this point. So that'll bring up number 15, first baseman Michael Finnan.
I'll talk about him. 293 hitter on the season. A lot of his hitting stats doesn't place him anywhere, doesn't place him top 3 or anything. However, with a runner in scoring position, that batting average goes to 364, excuse me.
Can't tell the difference between your 4s and 7s?
No, I was looking at the batter below him.
Oh, that's okay.
Happens to the best of us.
He's going to hit that one down the left field line, excuse me. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Throw from Guthmiller into third. That's going to go all the way to Grice. That's going to be a 2-out, 2 RBI double right there for Michael Finnan.
And that one was perfectly paced ball from Finnan. Couldn't have looked better. Awfully close to being fouled. Barely stayed right of that line. So 2 runs in from Westside. Fantastic work there from Finnan, bringing up Dalton Bargo, the catcher. And I'll tell you what, this inning, Cannon still had a good recovery. We saw a rough start, bases loaded, 0 outs, got 2 quick outs with no one scoring. However, that ball perfect from Finnan. So Dalton Bargo looking to keep this strong inning going, possibly with a well-hit ball, could even hit in run number 4 from Westside.
He's the catcher, batting 7th here tonight.
Dalton Bargo's a 370 hitter on the season, very talented.
That's going to be hit out to left, right at Guthmiller. He stumbles, and it's going to get past him. 1 run's coming in. 2 runs are coming in. Barco's going to hold at second. Guthmiller stumbled, and Westside is up 4-1.
Tell you what, we said they needed to retaliate quick if they wanted to gain momentum. That's exactly what they did. They put on 4 straight runs. Fantastic work. Bringing up number 21, R.J. Gunderson.
Tell you what, it looked like Braden Cannon was about to get out of the inning, getting 2 quick outs after loading the bases. However, Finnan with a double down the left field line, and then Barco repeating that as Guthmiller stumbled out and left. has got Westside all the momentum here in the bottom half of the first inning. Cannon, though, trying to get out of it. Trying to limit the damage as much as possible with another runner in scoring position right now. Number 21, second baseman R.J. Gunderson now up to bat.
You know, Cannon's a very smart pitcher. This definitely hasn't even affected him mentally. Still approaching us with the right mentality. That one, very well-placed pitch for strike number 1. Gunderson trying to hit and run number 5. Keep that momentum going, looking to increase this lead even further. Because they know the Patriots have a very dangerous hitting arsenal. They don't want to give another chance to close back in.
Ground ball to Munchin, takes it on a hop, throw over to first is going to get him. So Munchin makes the play for the final out. However, Westside plates 4 and answers Noah Grice's home run with a 3-run advantage. 4-1 is your score as we head to the top of the second. Still got a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. Jarrett Novak, who's been absolutely scorching hot as of late, hitting home runs in what seems to be every game as of lately, is up to bat right now to lead things off for the P52's in the second inning. Takes low for ball 1.
Yeah, Novak against Scott went 3 for 3, 3 RBIs and 2 hits. Did about everything you could possibly do. Fantastic game. Looking to build off that momentum right here.
Spits on that ball in the dirt, 2-0. So Novak trying to get things going for the P52's who try to answer Westside's 4 runs right back. Novak takes a big hack at that one. It's going to go foul and out of play behind the bleachers out and left.
In inning number 1, we saw Barajas throw 17 pitches, gave up obviously 1 hit and 1 run. Was that strong homer from Noah Grice.
He threw primarily fastballs in that first inning. And Novak, a guy, when he sees a fastball that he likes, he'll crank it. That breaking ball hit Novak on the foot. He's going to toss his bat over towards the dugout, and the Patriots got a leadoff runner.
That's exactly what you want. You're trying to gain some momentum, especially with a guy like Noah Unzaker, who's able to really perform in big situations right now, trying to get some momentum going for the Patriots.
Well, in big-time situations over the course of the last week and a half, these seniors have been the catapults of all of those big-time plays. Unzaker floats that one out to left center field. On the run, making the play is left fielder Harrison Creeling for out number 1.
Good work right there. That's what you want to see from Barajas. Very quick outs. Keep the pitch count low. Keep the momentum with Westside.
So here's Jacob Foote.
And Foote's, he's seen struggles lately. His batting average gone down to .394, which obviously is still an amazing batting average. But it's definitely gone down a lot. Last game, he really bounced back against Scott. He went 2 for 3. Did a fantastic job. Wasn't able to score, however, that's not on him. Had a fantastic game.
A little bit of chin music for ball 1.
He's trying to bounce back. They definitely now with a runner.
Threat to steal a base, however, has a pretty nice lead right now. Foot hits that right at the second baseman. There's one. Throw back to first. There's two. That's a double play.
Westside putting in fantastic work, able to hold the Patriots without a run. Their only hit still coming from that Grice homer.
And with that said, we go to the bottom half of the second. 4-1 remains your score. Westside coming back up to bat.
And 1-2 in the order.
So now leading things off will be third baseman Logan Godfrey. Wastes no time with that rip. Not able to make the play as Foot, so we'll see the leadoff runner get on. Nice work from Godfrey, wasting 0 time. First pitch he liked, so a base hit right there from Westside.
Tell you what, Joey, Westside seems to be finding all the holes right now.
So back to the top of the lineup with Cole Payton.
Cannon was up 1-2 on Payton in his first at-bat. However, lost him on balls, and walked him. And Payton was the one who scored the first run of 4 last inning for Westside. That ball's outside.
Westside with the leadoff hitter on. Good opportunity to try and keep their success going, increase that lead.
That ball's going to be skied out to shallow left center field. Mungeon calls it, and he'll make the play for out number 1.
First out of the inning, now batting number 6.
So Harrison Kraling back up. Saw him get the first base hit of the game, ended up scoring run number 2. Saw the first 3 batters in the lineup, all putting in the first 3 runs.
Cannon looking to have a way better inning than he did last inning in the first.
Already in a lot better position.
Gonna be just a tad outside, 1-0. This is a big bounce back inning for Cannon to boost his confidence. It would probably dictate if he goes back out for a third inning as well. Because in a game like this is an elimination game, right?
No point in holding on pitchers till next game if we don't see a next game.
Yep, you can't be tentative in making changes. Cannon. That ball's in the dirt. That's going to get past Grice. And making a bad read at first was Logan Godfrey.
And that one could have jogged to second base right there if he had read that one.
Godfrey, excuse me. I can't read my own handwriting here on this sheet.
So that a great opportunity to get a runner in scoring position. However, could not take advantage as Godfrey. So still runner on first. 2-1 count now.
Cannon kicks and fires. Breaking ball grounded right to Hobbs. Takes it on to Hop. There's one. Throw back to first. Not going to be in time. However, the Patriots get the force out at second for the second out of the inning.
Good work getting the lead runner out. So Cannon looking to finish this really good bounce back inning. Luckily for him, the good thing is pitch count isn't a big concern. It's not like we're waiting to see if he can come back later in the season. Because if the Patriots win today, tomorrow's their last game.
I tell you what, that play from Godfrey now, not going to second on that wild pitch, becomes even more crucial now. He could still be at second right now, runner in scoring position with 2 outs. However, Payton's on first. Now Harrison Kreeling's up to bat. He had a base hit, looped into right center field. There goes Payton. Grice dropped the ball. That's going to be a stolen base for Cole Payton. Scratch whatever I just said.
Yeah. And that's actually Trevor Barajas now at the plate.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me, Creeling. Yeah. Missed a batter right there.
You're good, you're good. Creeling had that ground out just a second ago. Near double play for the P52's.
Breaking ball. 2-0 now. Grice stops this one.
You can tell Cole Payton is very alert now after missing that easy stolen base. We saw him ready to even consider going to third right there. Cannon trying to get a scoreless inning here in the bottom of the second.
That ball's way outside, now 3-0. So tell you what, Cannon's been pretty tentative pitching to Barajas so far in this game.
So out of 35 pitches thrown, 20 strikes from Cannon.
Cannon, 3-0, strike one.
Nice job placing that. Obviously you knew Barajas likely had the red light right there with the 3-0 count. So was able to locate the zone there, now 3-1. Looking to recover from the 3-0 count.
A long pause and a stare over at second. Now he deals to the plate and a swing and a miss as he blew that fastball right by Barajas.
I like what I've seen from Braden Cannon in this second inning. Obviously gave up that hit with the first pitch of the inning. Godfrey was wasting no time.
I think if you're Cannon, you have to go back to a fastball in this situation. Make Barajas put it in play, put it in the hole. And he rings him up, strike three on the inside corner, right at the knees. Cannon goes with the fastball, gets a huge bounce back inning. No runs come across the plate in the bottom half of the second for Westside. 4-1 remains your score as we go to the top of the third. Bottom of the order due up for the Patriots, Husky, Munchen, and then back to the top with Guthmiller. Stay tuned.
Jared Huscroft is to the plate, the DH for the 52's. Munchen on deck. Guthmiller in the hole. 8-1.
8-hole hitter and DH Jared Huscroft here to lead things off in the top half of the third. So Jaden Folkers has been struggling of lately, usually the DH on most days, Joey. However, Geary, in a big game, deciding to go with the senior leadership. And Huscroft's been a good bat in past years as well. He struggled a little bit in Legion Ball, doesn't start as much as he used to. However, when called upon in key situations, we know he can still be clutch. And he hits that ground ball right towards the first baseman. That's going to be out number one.
Tell you what, we've seen Barajas put in really quick work, and that's exactly what you're looking for in a big game like this. So that'll bring up Trey Munchen now, the 9-hitter.
Especially with pitch count being a thing.
We've seen Munchen be very successful as of recently. Last game putting in a hit and an RBI.
It's always the goal if you have one of your top pitchers on the mound in a game like this to have his pitch count low. Because that means if he's going well, he can go the distance most likely. We saw Novak pitch really well. However, his pitch count was too high for him to complete the job the other day.
Yep.
Munchen saws that one off his bat, 0-2.
Barajas at 25 pitches compared to Cannon's 41.
That's the 26th, and that's a strikeout. Munchen's going to run down to first, throw down to first for out number 2.
So back to the top of the order now for the Patriots. Guthmiller trying to form some sort of success with 2 outs now. Base is still empty.
And so far, the lone spark and the lone hit for the P52's was that home run by Noah Grice. We know Guthmiller hit it pretty hard out to center field in his first at-bat. Take strike one on the corner. Breaking ball upstairs.
And Guth Miller, a .396 hitter on the season. That puts him second on the team in batting average. He's a guy that we saw towards the middle of the season really step out and show himself as one of the top hitters on the team.
Hits that one over to third, and a fastball right over to first from third baseman Logan Godfrey for out number 3. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Barajas, and after 2.5 innings, the score remains 4-1. That was a bad stutter, Joey.
It's all
We'll be
good.
Right back, everybody.
Number 3,
Johnny Reiner leading things off here in the bottom half of the third. The cleanup hitter here for Westside.
Saw him strike out. He was up when the bases were loaded with 0 outs. However, he was unsuccessful as Cannon tried to bounce back and provide a scoreless first inning.
Westside looking to add on to their lean. That's a second straight changeup in the dirt, now 2-0 from Cannon.
It was a rough start for Cannon, however, inning number 2 really bounced back. Gave up 1 early hit with that first pitch, then proceeded to get 3 straight outs.
It's a fastball fouled off right there from Reiner.
We've seen a lot of success from that fastball.
That's what I was
Seems like
about
that's
to
where we're
say.
seeing the majority of it.
I think he needs to continue to use it as well.
Breaking balls have had some accuracy issues.
Big swing and a miss right there from Reiner. That ball nearly looked like it was about to hit him right there, then broke back towards the inside corner for strike 2.
And Reiner did a little bit of everything in his last game. Went 1 for 3 with a hit, an RBI, was walked once, and had a strikeout.
Cannon looking to put him away. His 2-2 fastball, high heat, gets him with the cheddar for out number 1.
Nice work right there. However, that'll bring up David Goodwin, very talented hitter for this team. He's also 0 for 1. We saw him have that pop out that went right behind him. I was out number 2 last inning.
Batting from the lefty side. Cannon takes a long pause, now deals. Goodwin was about to show bunt right there. Now Hobbs is going to creep in onto the grass. Now time being called from Goodwin.
And Goodwin on the year has 13 stolen bases. So you know he's a very quick guy. Makes sense he would bunt, try and get on.
It's going to be up. Just outside the strike zone, 2-0 now.
So Cannon 25 strikes and 45 pitches.
A little outside as well, 3-0.
Awfully close, just unable to locate that zone right there. He's already got 2 walks in the day, now with the 3-0 count to David Goodwin.
That's strike 1. We talk about Cannon's high strike percentage. For these Westside batters have put together a lot of good at-bats. A lot of good eyes. They're not really chasing anything outside of the zone from Cannon so far. As he pops that one up, Grice has a chance to make the play. He finally sees it, makes the play. And gets a little show me to the Westside crowd right there.
Yeah, they were trying to distract him, yelling as much as possible. However, Grice unfazed, making the catch. So Michael Phenon now up.
We know Phenon's the one who got things started for Westside in the first inning. Roped that double down the third base line. Cannon looking to go 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. Tell you what, if Cannon can go 1, 2, 3 here, start to get a sense that he's starting to find his rhythm, starting to get control of his command and his pitching, starting to get in his groove that we've seen him do all year and get grown accustomed to. That's a nice breaking ball right there.
As of right now, I see no reason to put someone in the bullpen. Obviously, that first inning was rough. You know, it looked like, all right, maybe he won't have a long outing. But he's trying to get back with 2 straight scoreless innings. We saw 1 hit given up in the second. Right now, looking to get a 1-2-3 inning like you'd mentioned, 0-2 count.
Cannon 0-2. Fastball upstairs. Grice thought it was strike 3.
One definitely close to the zone.
Or at least he tried to sell it.
Yep.
As strike 3. A long stare into Grice from Cannon. Sets up outside. That's going to be fouled out of play. Oh, and it's misread from Unziker. That's going to actually stay fair in right field. That's going to be a double, now a triple right there from Phenon. Joey, I tell you what, I lost that one in the light.
You're good. We saw a stand-up triple there from Phenon. Trying to bounce back to this inning. He's had a fantastic game now, 2 for 2. Obviously had that 2 RBI double, now a triple from him.
This just confirms that when I go to UNL, I will be getting prescribed glasses.
There you go. So now Dalton Bargo, the catcher, up with a huge opportunity, trying to get Westside back on the board, increase their lead to 5-1.
Must be tripping, folks. All right. 4-1 is your score. Runner on third, 2 outs. Cannon trying to get out of the inning with no further damage done.
Tell you what, that one was at the wall. Wind was going his way. We could have seen a homer there.
Don't know how I thought that was foul. I don't know what I saw. Might be going to the eye doctor tomorrow. That's strike 1, breaking ball poured in. And Barco's the one that also got 2 RBIs as Guthmiller stumbled out and left in the first inning. So Barco looking to get his 3rd of the night.
However, I think they're trying to replicate that first at-bat with him. That one looked like a routine catch.
That's going to be hit out to right center field. Unziker underneath it, makes the play. 4 out, number 3. Not completely blind, Joey. All right, after 3, 4-1 is your score in favor of the Westside Warriors. Braden Cannon has thrown 2 straight consecutive scoreless innings. Can the Patriots get some runs on the board and chip into this 3-point deficit? You'll find out right after this.
For the P52's, it'll be Gertis to the plate with Grice on deck, and Hobbs in the hole, 2, 3, 4 in the order.
All right, here we go. They call him Gertie. Tyson Gertis going to lead things off in the top half of the 4th.
Looking to get some success going. Patriots, their sole moment of success was that one Grice homer. Trying to get in the groove right here. We know the Patriots, once they get something going for them, they like to stick with it. They are able to piece together some fantastic innings. They're trying to do that right here. Starting off inning number 4 now, trailing 4-1.
They're like a basketball team that's inconsistent on the offensive end, but when they are consistent and they go on runs, they're big runs.
Yeah.
And when the Patriots get hot from the plate, usually score multiple runs an inning. And it comes from everybody as well.
Yep.
1 through 9 seem to get hot as a team. They're looking for that to happen here as Gertis is now down 0-1.
I mean, we've said it nonstop. There's no weak spot in this lineup.
looking to get things going. Only one hit so far, which is the one run of the game from Noah Grice. Gertis late on that fastball, fouls it back and hits the screen. Now 1-2.
Gertis, a .293 hitter on the season, first in runs, tied for second in RBIs. He's third in hits. Right now, all they're looking for is just a simple hit.
That's a ground ball right towards the shortstop. Out number 1, and as Reimert fires across the diamond.
So here's Noah Grice, the man that's provided the sole success for the Patriots. Crushed that ball for the homer in right field.
And it's been Barajas' fastball so far. That's been his best pitch so far. You would think a team like the Patriots that is usually really successful against fastball-type pitchers, having a really tough time making contact with this guy, getting the ball out of the infield.
Yep, early on, especially after we saw the hit from Grice, you would kind of think, all right, this is when the Patriots get rolling. They're very successful with that fastball. They're going to be able to locate that, get some solid base hits.
Only one base runner for the Patriots since Grice's home run in the first inning.
Had Novak get hit by a pitch, and that's it for him.
Barajas, breaking ball, missed just a tad inside now, 2-1. 3 straight breaking balls to Grice.
Definitely trying to adjust right here. I think majority of pitchers in the state try and give him breaking balls.
That's a 4th straight breaking ball. Grice with a good eye as that's outside, 3-1. Obviously, Grice tattooed that fastball from him in the first inning. Not wanting to have history repeat itself. The 3-1, fastball, strike 2 on the outside corner.
So now I expect a lot of aggressiveness from Grice. Anything close he'll likely be swinging at. I know he's a very aggressive hitter in general, especially with full count now.
Barajas, full count pitch. That's going to be strike 3, run Grice up on the outside corner.
And we saw him already starting to jog.
And seems like him and Dalton Barco are getting into a little bit of chippy battle right there.
Yep,
both catchers saying something to one another.
Saw them jawing at each other a little bit right there. So now Hobbs trying to get some success going.
Pops that one up towards the third base line, going foul on the run. Nobody's going to get the ball as it goes out of play.
So we know Hobbs is a very consistent hitter. He's a guy that likes to drive those into shallow outfield. That's exactly what they need right now. They don't need anything special. They're just trying to get a guy on base, trying to get some good, solid base hits here. Especially the guy like Novak up next. You know that's where you can provide your power.
So Barajas has really settled down as Hobbs hits that right over second base. That's out number 3. Play made over at second by R.J. Gunderson. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Barajas, who really seems to be in a groove right now. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. 4-1 remains your score in favor of the Warriors. R.J. Gunderson just made the play over at second. He's going to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 4th. Westside in full control right now, Joey.
Saw Gunderson go 0 for 1 to start this game. Cannon looking to keep his success going after a rough first inning. Really bounced back the last 2.
And with the bottom of the order due up, it's on Cannon right now to keep the score at a 3-run deficit for the Patriots. However, that's not going to do any good right now for Millard South. That's going to be a single down the line. Guthmiller throw to second. And wisely staying at first was Gunderson.
That one a perfectly placed ball right there down the left field line. Very similar to what we saw earlier to hit in the first few runs of the game. So Godfrey now up. We saw him get a base hit earlier in the game. He was that sole runner in the second inning.
And the Patriots right now, they can't get anything going right now. It feels like they're stuck, and they're waiting for somebody to get them out of this hole right now. And ever since that Grice home run, right, Westside answered with 4 runs in the bottom half of the first, kind of sucked all the momentum out of the P52's, all momentum that they had.
Yep.
And they haven't been able to regain it. That's going to be a breaking ball, strike 2 right at the knees. So 2 straight good breaking balls by Braden Cannon. Gets him out in front 0-2 on the 9-hole hitter, Logan Godfrey.
And this is a very mental game. If the Patriots in their dugout, if they're thinking, man, this might be it, we might be going down, and they're going to lose. They're not going to be able to come back. If they're thinking, all right, we're a dangerous hitting team, we could easily tack on 3 runs in just 1 inning, let alone 3, then that's where you see the success going. That's where you see solid base hits. They're working with the momentum. That's what they've done best all year. They've had multiple come from behind wins, only 3 runs down.
Breaking ball, that's going to be a jam shot. Unzicker on the run makes the play for out number 1.
Nice job right there. Quick out. Going back to the top of the order now with Cole Payton.
Cole Payton, right fielder, steps in on the southern side.
Quick throw back to first from Cannon.
So we saw Payton, like we had mentioned earlier in his first at-bat, was facing a rough count, going Cannon's way, ended up getting walked and scoring the first run. Was unsuccessful in his last at-bat, however. Couldn't get on.
Breaking ball taken on the outside corner from Cannon. Cannon seems to have found the strike zone a little more often as of lately.
Yeah, he's working very well right now. Had a rough first inning, but he's bounced back perfectly.
Painting the corners at the check swing right there. Payton didn't go 1-1. He's been using his breaking ball a lot more in the past couple innings as well, has Cannon.
So now we see that pitch to strike ratio, 62 pitches, 37 strikes. He's really bouncing back, putting in fantastic work. Right at that pitch strike percentage we see from him throughout the whole season.
Tried to paint the corner, doesn't get the call as that ball was up and out, 2-1. It's going to be hard for the Patriots to turn a double play. However, Foote and Mungeon aren't in double play depth. Fastball. Tell you what, Grice was set up outside. That ball looked like a strike. However, where Grice was set up had to come all the way across the other side of the plate to make the catch. Makes it a deceiving look for the umpire.
Yep.
So now 3-1
As
to
a
Cole
catcher,
Payton.
if you have to move that much, that does not look like an accurate pitch.
Yep. Sizable lead. Payton check swings and fouls that back. Good breaking ball right there from Cannon.
Ever since we said he should stick to that fastball, not throw the breaking ball, that's when we've seen the most success from him from breaking ball, proving us wrong.
Trying to get a big out right here on Cole Payton. Full count pitch. Gunderson steals. That's going to be fouled off the foot of Payton as it rolls into fair territory.
Nice work from Payton trying to stay alive right now. Continue some success for Westside. They haven't gotten the bats going as much as they would like in the last few innings.
As bad as that first inning was for Cannon, he was 1 pitch away from getting out of it with no runs coming across the plate. And he's done a magnificent job of not allowing any base runners to come across the plate in the last 2 innings, and almost 3 now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that 4 runs on the board is rough. But he had bases loaded, 0 outs. So he worked with it very well. Obviously, like you mentioned, put together 2 straight outs and was 1 strike away from ending it. Just couldn't really convert right there.
Cannon trying to hold Gunderson, who was stealing on that last full count pitch. Doesn't go this time. Payton hits that high and deep out to right field. That's going to stay in the play. Unsker makes the play on the run for out number 2. Tell you what, that was belted out to right, high into the air. However, stayed in the ballpark. Fine by us.
That one skied up. Unzicker tracking it down well. So now just 2 outs with a runner on first. Not a very dangerous situation for Westside. However, we've seen them work very well with 2 outs. Looking to keep that going as Harrison Kraling now up.
Payton just got just a little too far underneath that one, or else that one was going to be in the parking lot out and right. Got to be weary here of Gunderson trying to steal second. We know he tried to last at bat. He's got a sizable lead right here. Cannon, a long pause. And a throw. Snap throw from Grice. Tagged him, and he got him!
Great work right there. Grice has been very alert all game, doing fantastic work. So a scoreless inning right there from Westside.
What a throw from Noah Grice on his knees. Off his knees. Over to first for the 3rd out. That could be a momentum changer, Joey. Who knows? But after 4, Westside has a 4-1 advantage as we head to the 5th inning. 9 outs to play with for the Patriots. Can they answer back and get some runs on the board and try to stay alive and get to tomorrow's championship game? We're going to take a quick break, but stay with us, everybody. We're just getting started.
All right. Leading off for the 52's, number 16, Jarrett Novak.
Jarrett Novak here to lead things off here in the top half of the fifth. He's had 1 at-bat so far today as the Patriots' bats have stalled out for the majority of the game. In that 1 at-bat, he was hit on the foot by a pitch. Barajas back out here.
Novak trying to get some success going early in this inning. Patriots are going to need to retaliate soon. They don't want to put all those 3 runs on them in the 7th inning. Going to try and
Chip
slowly,
away.
Yep, exactly. Trying to slowly chip away into that deficit.
Novak tries to do that just now, pulls a breaking ball foul down the first base line.
Nice rip right there. Mistimed it a little bit.
He's going to have to protect now. Already 2 strikes on his name. Barajas working quick. Fastball, Novak fouls it off again to stay alive.
Nice work right there from Novak. Very relentless hitter. We had mentioned his last game went 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Looking to continue with success right here, however, 0-2.
Breaking ball. Oh, just a tad upstairs on Novak. That could have easily been rung up for strike 3.
Tell you what, I thought that was a great pitch right there from Barajas. Needs to stick with that. A lot of control right there on the breaking ball.
Now misses outside with the fastball. You tell you what, you get a guy like Novak who's leading the team in batting average. You give him a lucky break, you give him a second chance. He'll try to make you pay for it. The count's now 2-2. Novak checks his swing. They say he went. And he gets tagged out going down to first.
So that'll bring up Noah Unziker now. Patriots trying to gain some momentum. They haven't really gotten the bats going. Still only 1 base hit from that Grice homer.
Number 6, Noah Unziker.
Patriots have come back in moments like these a lot of times so far this year. You think of games against Ralston where Trey Munchin hit a 3-run home run. Think of games against Burke where Noah Unziker had a 2 RBI game-winning hit up the middle, down 1.
This team can perform very well in big situations.
That's going to be popped up. Will it stay in the field of play? On the run is the third baseman. It's going to go out just over the fence and left.
Like the effort right there. I believe that was the left fielder jumped up on, or as third baseman, excuse me. Tried hopping up on the tarp right there to see if he could get a better play at it. Oh, and that was the shortstop, actually, number 3, Johnny Raynert. Fantastic effort.
So just like Novak, Barajas is up 0-2 on Unziker, who barely fouls it off. A foul tip right behind the plate to stay alive. And what I was going to think before Unziker went down 0-2, we know he's a great bunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look how far back the third baseman, Godfrey, is playing. Unziker swings and misses, strike 3.
So bringing up Jacob Foote, he's going to try and get something going for the Patriots. They've really struggled on the offensive.
7, 8, and 9, the next 3 due up for the Patriots. All 3 0 for 1 so far in the game as Barajas has been dealing ever since that home run to Grice.
In inning number 5, still only 52 pitches thrown from Barajas.
Breaking ball just low.
Out of the 14 batters faced, has 13 first pitch strikes.
Ball's outside now, 2-0.
Well, you have to pace drive. There is some kind of arrangement there that I don't believe
That's going to be outside. Foot's now got out in front, 3-0.
Is what they're looking for. And he's a very speedy guy. He's not a huge stealing threat, but he's a quick guy. You'd like to get on base.
That's going to be strike one.
Good work by Barajas. He needed to locate the zone there, and he did that very well. So count moves to 3-1.
He's working very quickly right now. And he bounces that fastball up to the plate. Foot's going to run down to first.
Smart move. Seeing if just in case.
Just in
catcher
case
would walk to
Barker
that
was
one.
lazy, yeah.
Yep. So we like to see from the Patriots. They're a very aggressive team. They're looking for any opportunity possible. You make a mistake, they will advance a base on it.
And look, you got to get out of that mindset that you need 3 runs. With 2 outs in this inning, the goal should be 1 run with 2 outs.
Yep.
Keep the chain moving. Keep the line in order.
They got to look at it one batter at a time. Their goal is to get a guy on base. And then their goal is to get a guy on base. That just needs to be the constant mindset. Not trying to hit a 3-run bomb to tie this thing up. However, if he gets on, Trey Munchin, who did hit a 3-run bomb, will be up.
It's going to be up to these seniors, though. These seniors that have been clutch for the last 4 years to make the needed plays to come back in this one. Huskarov now down 0-2 after a swing and a miss on a fastball down at the knees.
We know he led the team in batting average last summer, batted .378. Has struggled this year. However, still a reliable hitter. Played a pretty good role in this Patriot team. He's seen a lot of appearances.
That's going to be low.
Good eye there from Huscroft.
See if Foot goes at first. He doesn't. That pitch is outside. Huscroft spits on that one.
Very close one right there. It's a little too far out. So Huscroft coming back from the 0-2 count, now 2-2.
Crowd getting rowdy here at Millard South.
Seen that since the start of this one.
That's low. So Huscroft with a good eye, 3 straight pitches. All pitches pretty close to the zone as well. He spit on all 3, and the count has moved full, trying to muster up a 2-out rally here in the top half of the 5th. Foot will be running on the pitch with 2 outs. He goes. Huscroft swings and misses late at the fastball. Tell you what, I don't know if Huscroft was looking for the walk or if he just wasn't expecting the fastball, but he was very late on that fastball on the outside corner right there. And for the 4th consecutive inning, Barajas throws a scoreless frame. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Westside still is up, 4-1. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Building supplies will be crowding. Rojas and Reinhardt, 2, 3, 4 in the order.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning.
Harrison Kraling up, the left fielder. As Braden Cannon back out for inning number 5. Done a great job since that rough first inning, which he gave up 4.
He's really settled down since that first inning. Patriots really need another scoreless frame out of him.
Yep.
Having a really tough time even getting a runner in scoring position right now. Don't want the lead to seem insurmountable. Ball's way outside, 1-1.
Kraling 1 for 2 on the day. We saw him score a run in that first. A very strong inning. That's where Westside's gained all their momentum. They've been able to control the pace so far just because of that first.
Oh, that ball hit him.
So now Trevor Barajas up for at-bat number 3. He is 0 for 1. However, he was also been walked once.
Struck out in his last plate appearance looking.
Yep. He scored run number 3 for Westside.
Takes a big rip at that one and fouls it back for strike 1.
And we've seen Westside have a runner on with nobody out before. We saw that inning number 2 when they had that first pitch hit, first batter. However, no runs were scored. Cannon trying to do the same right here, looking to retaliate well.
Pretty good breaking ball. However, it's just a little bit low, 1-1.
So Cannon at 73 pitches so far in this game.
Creeling's got good speed over at first. He's got a really sizable lead right now. Has not decided to go yet. Cannon taking a long pause and a long look at him. Creeling doesn't go. And that ball is sawed off, foul for strike number 2.
And with 2 strikes, Cannon's going to need to step up. We've seen a few at-bats with 2 strikes where he's lost the batter, whether it was a base hit or walked him. He's got to take advantage of these big opportunities. They need anything going for him, trying to gain some momentum right now, and definitely cannot give up another run.
Cannon's 1-2. That's a hit and run situation. Gertis back at the wall. Still backpedaling. Makes the catch. That's going to be out number 1.
Tell you what, that ball was crushed to center field by Barajas. Absolutely jacked that ball.
Shout out to Zaid Corey. Hi, bro.
Facts.
So anyways.
So Johnny Reiner now up.
Tell you what, first one for Gertis is excellent backpedaling. I don't know if he would have got to that one.
Would have been awfully difficult. However, we know he's a fantastic center fielder. Done a great job all season long.
Probably gets that backpedaling from his job at safety. For Coach Means and the Patriots. That's going to be hit right towards Gertis. And he make the play for out number 2.
So Gertis getting his work cut out for him in inning number 5. 2 outs. Now that runner at first base, a lot less threatening. So David Goodwin, center fielder, up.
You got to commend Braden Cannon for the work he's done so far tonight.
Had a fantastic comeback throughout this game. Rough start, but has done fantastic work in innings 2 through 5.
Runner goes. Grice bound to second. Munchen applies the tag. Got him!
That's the second time Grice has thrown out a runner. Did it once at first. There he is at second, retiring another inning. Patriots still trail 4-1. Fantastic work there from Grice. He's been alert all game. Done
He
a
really
fantastic
has.
job.
All right. The hot Trey Munchen. And then the top of the order due up for the P52's in the top half of the 6th. If not now, then when? Best opportunity for the Patriots to try to cut into this 4-1 deficit. They're down to their last 6 outs if they want to advance to tomorrow afternoon's championship game against Creighton Prep. We're going to take another quick break, ladies and gentlemen, but stay tuned. Do the Patriots have a run in them? We'll find out after this. And here we go. Top of the 6th inning. Trey Munchen here to lead things off. Barajas looking to go to distance. What's his pitch count so far, Joey?
Pitch count right now sitting at 65 pitches through 5 innings.
I tell you what, with 105 pitches being the max, looks like he could go the distance right now. Breaking ball on the inside corner, taken for strike 1 on Munchen.
He's got 5 strikeouts, only 1 hit given up. That hit obviously was the Noah Grice homer.
Munchen's going to sky that one out of play in foul territory. However, it's going to be playable for the third baseman who botches it in the light.
And they got to be taking advantage of any opportunities they're given. However, they could not right there. So Munchen given yet again another opportunity, facing an 0-2 count.
Geary says thank you to Godfrey over at third for giving Munchen another chance. didn't actually, ladies and gentlemen. That's just me talking. But anyways, Munchin stays alive. Gets a second opportunity at the plate. He's down 0-2, so he's going to have to protect. Breaking ball, inside corner, not taken for strike 3. That's going to be just a tad inside. Umpire said it was ball 1.
And you're looking for a solid senior right now to get things going. Munchin's the man. He's been killing it lately, had a great few weeks.
Oh, they say Munchin went. Munchin's asking him to check at first, and that's what you should do. Pat Geary's saying it too. If you're the home plate umpire, ladies and gentlemen, and you have a questionable call, what should you do, Joey? You should check down.
Check with first.
Hey, Todd, what's your call at first?
And what
you got him out?
say?
All right, he's out.
Boom. So Matt Guthmiller leading things off back to the top of the order now.
Guthmiller right at first base. That's going to be out number 2.
And this is a huge inning if you're Westside. You're facing a very dangerous lineup right now. You're looking to retire him as quick as possible, and that's what they're doing. 2 straight outs, bringing up Tyson Gertis. So with Gertis and Grice now up, this is Patriots' big moment right now. Try and cut into this deficit. Still trailing 4-1, which they have been since inning number 1.
That's going to be a breaking ball in for strike 1. But honestly, even in the big leagues, I cannot stand when umpires do that, bro. Cannot stand it. That hit Gertis. So there's the base runner you need. Gertis wears that breaking ball on his back left shoulder blade.
So now Noah Grice looking to build some more success.
See if Gertis, any chance he steals here, or are you just trying to leave it to Grice?
It's rough because you want a runner in scoring position.
You
He's
do.
a very speedy runner, but the pitcher's going to know. He knows how dangerous a runner is.
We
He knows they need a runner in scoring position.
And we know Gertis and Guthmiller, despite their speed, they've been thrown out a lot as of lately.
Yep.
Catchers being more prepared. And you know what? They might have been talking about a pitch out possibly on first pitch. Gertis with a huge lead over at first. Not going. That breaking ball's low and outside.
Yeah, Gertis has been caught stealing 3 times. However, it's happened a lot recently. I believe 2 of those coming in the last few weeks.
Look at the lead Gertis has over at first. Doesn't go. That pitch was in the dirt. Gertis going to have to get back. Throw back. And Gertis has the speed to get down, sliding safely head first.
Catcher hesitated right there. First baseman wasn't ready for it. They might have been able to get him out right there.
I tell you what, Borojas has been focused a lot on Gertis the first 2 pitches. Both breaking balls have been outside to Grice. Is this a fastball coming on a hitter-friendly count? We know Grice has already tattooed 1 fastball. The 2-0 count. Fastball, Grice takes a big hack at it. That's going to go out of play.
So 2-1 count now for Grice, trying to make something work with it.
Might you try a hit-and-run situation right here?
We've seen him do it a lot this year.
Because I tell you what, a hit-and-run situation, if Gertis is almost a second when that ball's getting into the outfield, if Grice were to get a base hit, could possibly score him. You don't know.
And we saw against Bellevue West when they were trailing the majority of the game. That's when we saw it happen a lot. So we might see the same right here.
Gertis with a huge lead still. Not going. That breaking ball's in the dirt. Now 3-1. And at this point, with Grice up in the count favorably 3-1, if I'm Gertis, I'm not going on this pitch. And if it's a strike, then obviously I'm running on a full count pitch no matter what.
Yep. I mean, Barajas is struggling with that breaking ball a little bit, so you think he might throw a fastball, in which case catcher's going to be ready for Gertis if he goes.
That ball was upstairs. Grice is going to drop his bat and head to first. So the tying run is now at the plate with Christian Hobbs.
Hobbs given a huge opportunity. Patriots now 2 runners on. And so Eli Wallace will come in as a courtesy runner for Grice. That's become a consistent thing. We often see Wallace coming in for Grice, as he does right there. So Christian Hobbs looking to get things going. Hobbs with runners in scoring position, batting .429. That puts him only behind Jacob Foote. And he has 4 2-out RBIs this season.
Kind of 2-out rally you need right here.
Yep.
Pitching coach going out to talk to Barajas. Still no action in the Westside bullpen, Joey. After Hobbs is the dangerous Jarrett Novak. So if Hobbs is able to get on base, possibly drive in a run, we could have some trouble brewing here in the top half of the 6th.
And if you're the Patriots, you like seeing Hobbs up right now because he's not a guy that's necessarily going to hit this one out of the ballpark, but he gives a lot of consistent hits to shallow field. He does a good job really splitting that gap throughout the whole year. That's what you want. You're not trying to hit the ball to the ballpark. Obviously, if you do, no complaints. But they're just trying to get consistent base hits. And this is exactly what you can do here with a guy like Hobbs.
The best opportunity the Patriots have had all night since Grice hit that home run back in the first inning. Still only one hit on the night against Barajas. However, Hobbs trying to change the narrative right now.
He's 0 for 2 on the day, but a very dangerous hitter. Given a huge opportunity to try and cut into this deficit.
That ball bounces to the plate. However, a good stop right there from Barco as it bounced in front of him. So Gertis was not going to be able to advance to third, and Wallace was not going to be able to advance to second. Very big play right there from Barco to keep that ball in front of him. You know, Hobbs is one of the most efficient hitters on this Patriots team.
Yep.
That's why he's been batting cleanup for almost a month now. That ball's low, 2-0.
He's a 362 hitter, but we saw that batting average hit 392 a few weeks ago. So we've seen that batting average get really high, been very great in the past few weeks for the Patriots. Huge opportunity with a 2-0 count.
That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Looked like Hobbs was taking the entire way.
And Hobbs been walked 21 times in the season, more than anyone else in this Patriots squad. So you know he's got a very high IQ.
And a very disciplined hitter.
Yep, if Barajas isn't throwing accurate pitches, he's not going to swing on him.
Just like that one, and another good stop from Barco. Backhanded that one. So it's now 3-1.
Barco's doing a fantastic job right now. We could see runners on second and third if he hadn't been able to stop these past few ones.
Hobbs, that's upstairs, and Hobbs is going to toss his back, and the bases are loaded.
Christian Hobbs been walked for time number 22. Now, Jarrett Novak, the guy you want at the plate. We saw him hit a homer last week. One of the most powerful hitters for his Patriot team. He's tied for first with Noah Grice in homers with 3. He's leading the team in batting average. He's second in hits. He's fourth in RBIs. He's first in extra base hits. This is the man you want up for the P52's, trying to come back as we see a new pitcher take the mound, given a huge opportunity.
Tell you what, that's number 25. Is that not in our lineup right here? 25, Joey.
Well, there's Jackson Yeager, who's number 25 and 26. There's also a V. Sargent, who's number 25.
Or who's coming in right now? Looks like number 6.
Number 6, that would be Harrison Kraling, who we saw.
And it looks like Kraling has the baseball.
Yep. So we'll see Kraling as pitcher now. Harrison Kraling on the season has thrown 13 innings, has an ERA of 2.1. He has struck out 19 in those 13 innings. Walked 6, only given up 4 earned runs.
Tell you what, Joey, I'm a little surprised that they're not going with the lefty-on-lefty matchup here for Novak.
Yep, because right now you're only worried about one batter. That's it.
We know Novak has had the most pop on the team as of lately for the Patriots. Tying run is on first. Go-ahead is is at the plate in Novak.
And so for Kraling, he has a 63% strike percentage, which frankly could benefit both teams in a situation like this. Obviously, he's trying to locate that zone, not walk another batter. But at the same time, if you give Novak a pitch he likes, that's history. You know, Novak does a fantastic job sending that. So an insane opportunity for both teams. Right now, the Patriots trying to claw into that deficit, trailing 4-1. Still only 1 hit on the day. However, bases loaded with a new pitcher on the mound. Could you get in a bigger opportunity if you're Harrison Kraling?
Could you get a bigger opportunity if you're senior Jarrett Novak?
No, you could not. For Kraling, a lot of pressure put on you right now. This whole team's depending on you, so we'll see what he can do. Look at that accuracy from Kraling, see what kind of stuff he's got. Obviously, I'd mention his strike percentage is high, however, seeing a little bit of accuracy issues right now as he's warming up.
Now, if I'm Novak, Joey, am I expecting more than one fastball in this at-bat? No. So if I get a fastball, I must take advantage of it.
Yeah, we saw the majority of those pitches thrown from Kraling be breaking balls. We saw a few fastballs. However, there were some accuracy issues with those breaking balls he threw warming up. So Novak, in his last game, went 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 runs. He's leading the team in a handful of statistics, and he's given what probably is his biggest opportunity of the season. Patriots looking to advance to the championship tomorrow at noon. Here is Jarrett Novak.
Kraling deals. Fires to the plate. Novak taking a big rip at that fastball. He got the fastball he was looking for right there, Joey.
Like you had said, if he sees a fastball, he's not going to wait on it. He's going to be aggressive. We saw that right there, fouling it back for strike 1.
Some good heat right there from Kraling. Stares into Barco, now is going to step off. See if he tries to paint the outside corner on Novak. Novak kind of likes the ball middle up to sweet spot. That ball is going to be taken at the knees for strike 2.
That one placed well from Kraling, trying to retire. the inning. Trying to get another scoreless frame here as he's put in a very high-pressure situation. So 0-2 count now for Jarrett Novak. Bases juiced.
He's going to have to protect. Now a quick pitch. Strike three, rung him up on a two-seamer.
Trailing may have just secured this game for Westside. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Patriots still trailing 4-1. Harrison Kraling did a great job there.
We'll be right back after this.
Number 17, David Goodwin leading things off. He stepped up to the plate last inning. However, we had that throw from Grice to get the runner out at second.
5, 6, 7 due up this inning against Braden Cannon for the Warriors. Cannon asked yet again to deliver a scoreless frame.
I'll tell you what, you take out that first inning, he's had a fantastic night. He had just a lot of struggles early on.
Worst time for the Patriots bats to go ice cold. They've been red hot as of lately.
Yep. That's baseball, though.
Yep, that is baseball.
There's not much more to say about it.
One hit mustered up so far tonight for the P52's.
That one hit being Grice's homer.
Tell you what, Goodwin tried to bunt right there. We saw him show bunt in his last at-bat on the first pitch and pull it back. That one he was trying to do a push bunt, however missed on a high fastball. Still up in the count 2-1, however. As Braden Cannon fires to the mound. That's going to be popped up. Back behind short is Mungeon, and he'll make the play. So a big first out for Cannon to try to settle everything down.
Yep.
Obviously, that was a very intense finish to the top half of the 6th inning. You don't want to give Westside too much advantage. You want to shut them down this inning. And give your boys one more opportunity to get 3 runs in the top half of the 7th to keep things going.
The Patriots saw a fantastic opportunity to chip into that in inning number 6, however, could not convert.
Finnan tattoos that breaking ball out to left center field, all the way back at the wall. Gonna bounce and hit the wall. Finnan's going for 3. Gonna now stop at second as Guthmiller fired a bullet into the cutoff Munchen.
So Finnan is 3 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs and a run scored. He's had a fantastic game.
He's the one who got things started for Westside with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Very good production out of your 6-hole hitter so far tonight.
He's keeping success going as that'll bring up Dalton Bargo, the catcher. He's done a fantastic job behind the plate. That catcher had a lot of great stops, preventing Patriot runners from advancing in that 6th inning. So here's Bargo, 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs.
That's going to be low.
So Cannon, we've seen a lot this game, have an early runner on base, however, has not allowed him to score. Trying to keep that going right now. A run would really be costly. You're not trying to give him any more of a cushion. Trying to keep that deficit to 3 runs if you're the Patriots.
That's going to be hit right back at the middle. Mungeon ranges over, throws over to first, gets him for out number 2.
Well fielded from Mungeon there. So now 2 outs. R.J. Gunderson with a big opportunity to try and increase that lead. If he can hit a ball in play, should be able to make it a 5-1 game. And Gunderson's 1 for 2 on the night.
We have a packed house right now at the John A. Lammel Complex. I tell you what, the Westside, they brought everybody over from Midtown.
Yep, and they have not made their presence unknown. They have been rowdy since the start of this thing, and they have not given up as they're still holding on to that 3-run lead.
Oh, so, okay. Now the motherfucker's going to check.
So now 1-0 count. Trying to keep a success going as R.J. Gunnarson's looking to hit another run. Cannon sitting here, waiting for the pitch. That one goes in. One chopped up right to center field. And that'll be caught for out number 3. So unable to get a run is Westside as we go to the top of the 7th. Final opportunity for the Patriots as they trail 4-1. We will be right back.
Well, it comes down to this. In the top of the 7th, it'll be Unziger, Foot, and Hustraw. 6, 7, 8 in the order.
Summer's gone and school is back. It's my turn to help you back. I'll keep your room exactly how it is. I know you gotta go out on your own. So proud of you, you know. You're the best thing that this old man ever did. When I'm missing you and all the stars come out. Sing this prayer when the quiet gets too loud. I hope you see the 7 wonders. I hope you sail the 7 seas. I hope you let the whole world in your heart, but you still got room for me. I hope you find a guy who treats you right. On your wedding night, I'll raise a toast. Hope he understands. I'll always be the man who loves you most. Trust your gut on your own, but
To the plate for the P52's, number 6, Noah Unziger.
All right. 3 outs to go. All right. 3 outs to go here for the P52's. They need 3 runs. They have 3 outs to play with to keep their season alive.
Harrison Kraling remaining on the mound. Obviously had that huge out with bases loaded, 2 outs when he was put in.
Unziger's going to lead things off here. Going to take strike 1.
And this is a big situation. You want to see seniors there, and that's what we got in this lineup. Obviously Unziger followed by junior Jacob Foot, going back to 2 straight seniors.
That's well outside. And I tell you what worked last inning for the Patriots that got him those base runners was being patient at the plate, right? Working the counts, seeing the ball as Unziger steps out of the way of that one. Actually, did that hit him? Unziger thinks it hit him. Umpire says it didn't.
Well, all right then. So 1-1 count.
Now 2-2. Hey. Yep.
So big chance right here for Kraling. Get the leading runner out, excuse me.
Especially with Noah Unziger's speed over at first.
This is the guy that the Patriots really want on, as they need to put up 3 runs in this inning to keep this game going.
That's well outside. Full count. This is what I'm talking about, Joey. You only have 1 hit so far this game if you're the P52's. You haven't got nothing going with the bats. Try to work your walks. Try to work the pitch counts. Have good plate discipline, and see what happens if you can get that 1 timely hit. Full count pitch. That's going to be upstairs to Unziger.
That one about as closest to the zone as you can get. So Unziger walked for the 18th time this season. Leadoff runner is on for the Patriots, bringing up Jacob Foot, who has struggled recently, but is one of the most dangerous hitters on this team.
Pat, you can keep yelling at them. I don't care. They're annoying me too.
So Foote trying to build off that momentum.
That's going to be strike one. I mean, hey, they want to complain about that strike 3 call if Trey Munchen didn't get a break on a clear check swing. But anyways, 0-1 is your count. We know Foote's been clutch a lot of times this year. Looking to get a base hit. Did that hit him? A little bit of chin music right there, if there's ever been a thing called chin music.
Having to drop to the ground right there, that one right at the head.
Now if I'm Foote, I'm stepping an inch closer to the batter's box. Inch closer to the plate, trying to creep in on Krilling. The 1-1 pitch, that's going to be upstairs, 2-1. How many walks does Krilling have on the year, Joey?
On the year, I'll tell you, Dylan. Harrison Krilling has walked 6 batters in 13 innings. So this is not a usual performance from him so far. As catcher discussing with him right now, probably for that same reason.
It's about a walk every 2 appearances. We know Krilling's been a primarily fastball thrower since we've seen him in against Novak.
Yep.
We know Foote is a very good fastball hitter. See if he can get one elevated in the zone and hit it out to right or left center field. The 2-1 pitch. Coming down. That's going to be taken for strike 2 on the outside corner.
That one close. Well-located ball, excuse me.
Foote was a little tentative on that one. He's going to have to protect now and try to stay alive here.
Yep, going to have to up that aggression right here. Anything close, you're swinging.
2-2 count from Krilling. Swing and a miss on a high heater.
Krilling putting in great work when it matters the most, trying to close out this game. So that'll bring up Jared Huscroft, the senior.
Huscroft yet to reach base tonight. Would be a good time to do so.
Looking to get something going for this team.
Hunziker most likely. I don't envision him stealing second. Him stealing second doesn't really do anything for your fortunes down 3. No reason to try to run into an out. That ball's outside, 1-0.
Yep, if it was a 1-run game, then maybe, but right now down 3 wouldn't do anything for you.
That's upstairs, 2-0.
Krilling's had a little bit of struggles with accuracy so far.
Huscroft in a hitter's friendly count with Hunziker on first base, going to take outside. So Krilling has kind of lost his zone so far in this at-bat. Huscroft staying patient. No doubt here he's getting a red light. A take sign coming up for Huscroft. Krilling fires. That's going to be strike 1 right down the middle.
So Huscroft been walked 5 times this season. Right now with the 3-1 count, could see an opportunity for number 6. Krilling already walked 1. Also nearly hit one with a pitch.
Huscroft looking for the walk. It's going to be strike number 2.
We've seen that twice now from the Patriots where they start to go to first.
Need to be aggressive with the bat right here. Don't look for the walks. He's going to put it in the strike zone here on a full count pitch. No doubt a fastball's coming from Krilling right here to Huscroft. The full count pitch. Low! And Huscroft's going to go down to first.
Krilling nearly with an amazing comeback after starting that one off 3-0. However, he will walk his second batter, bringing up Trey Munchen. If Munchen can get on, we're back to the top of the order with Matt Guffmiller. Coach Geary wanting to discuss, as they're also going to talk to the pitcher. Oh, he's discussing with the ump right now.
And you know what he might be discussing, actually, is a possible balk situation. Who knows? Actually, no. This is going to be a pinch runner, so it's going to be Cannon pinch running for Huscroft, it appears. I was going to say maybe if the pitcher was balking. We saw the quick pitch in the last inning. If he wasn't coming set, full motion, which that could be critical now with 2 runners on base to get 2 runners possibly in scoring position.
I like the pinch runner call, though.
Yeah,
you know Huscroft, not a very quick guy.
Yep.
So smart move, getting a speedy runner on.
Well, we know Trey Munchen has struggled most of the year, Joey. However, about 2 weeks ago, he clicked a switch. He found a switch, and it was that 3-run home run to tie the game against Ralston. What game are you talking about, bro?
When he hit the 3-run homer. It was 1-1 against Prep.
I swear it was against Ralston.
No, because it was the game winner. It was to go ahead. It was 1-1 game.
Well, I trust you more because I'm going senile and I'm blind on balls that go out to right field. But nonetheless, it was a 3-run home run. We have that right.
Yep.
But it was ever since that moment that Trey Munchin has turned his season around, and he's actually been a very big threat out of the 9-hole spot from the plate ever since. Looking to get a big hit right here. He's going to take upstairs for ball 1. And the Westside crowd lets the umpire know how they feel about that call.
So Kraling now at 20 pitches. He's walked 2. Still has yet to give up an official hit. The only official hit from the Patriots was from Noah Grice, that homer in inning number 1 to give the Patriots the lead. So they have not seen since.
Upstairs 2-0, and it was a balk. I told you.
Tony Romo
right there. He was talking about a possible balk. Creeling balked right there, so runners on second and third now for Munchin.
Count will be 1-0 then. That last pitch will not count.
Yep, the last pitch won't count.
1-0. So huge opportunity right here for Trey Munchin.
That's upstairs to Munchin.
And this crowd is erupting. They are not happy with these calls. So a 2-0 count now for Trey Munchin. Munchin on the year, 12 RBIs, and he's got 2 runners in scoring position.
That's going to be strike 1 on the outside corner. 2-1's your count now. And tell you what, if Munchin can get on base, Joey, and keep the line moving, we know Matt Guthmiller's on deck, the leadoff hitter, who licks his lips at fastballs. The 2-1 pitch to Munchin, upstairs, 3-1. And I tell you what, that was up near Munchin's head, and he didn't even flinch on that one. I think the Patriots are honestly being told, wait for 2 strikes to swing.
I don't blame him.
Make him throw it in the zone, because Creeling's been a little bit off this inning with consistency. Munchin, however, goes after that 3-1 pitch. Likely would have been ball 4, however, now the count moves full.
That one looked a little high.
Yep.
However, we're seeing aggression right there, which I like from Munchin.
Trying to be aggressive and do it on his own. He's got runners on second and third. Quick pitch time, and he fouls it off. Not going to get fooled from that quick pitch that time from Creeling.
Good work from Munchin.
We saw him do that last inning to Novak to strike him out on 3 pitches. Still, believe it or not, despite the bases being loaded last inning and runners on second and third right now, only 1 hit still for the Patriots. Strike 3 on the outside corner to Munchin.
And Kraling needed that fantastic job right there, getting out of that rough at bat. So now this position just got a lot better looking for Westside. Now 2 outs. However, the Matt Guthmiller, leadoff hitter for the Patriots.
The Patriots have been able to generate 2 base runners this inning to get it back to the top of the order. Gertis is on deck, followed by Grice in the hole. Guthmiller, strike 1 on the outside corner.
So the Patriots could be down to their final out right now. Huge opportunity here for Kraling. He's seen some control issues, but overall he's gotten the job done. Still yet to give up a hit or a run.
Quick pitch. Fools Guthmiller right there, who barely fouled it off. And the Patriots are down to their last strike here in the 2020 season.
This Westside crowd getting rowdy as always. We've seen it the whole game long. Whether happy or sad, they've let you know how they're feeling.
Quick pitch yet again. Fastball, Guthmiller spoils it out of play.
Nice work there, staying alive.
I can't envision Guthmiller striking out if you're just going to throw him fastballs.
Mm-hmm.
He's too good of a fastball hitter. He's too good at just finding the open spots in the holes of the diamond to strike out on a fastball, no matter if you quick pitch him or not. Kraling. Guthmiller, strike 3, and that's the game.
Kraling really coming up big. He was in 2 very tough positions in the last 2 innings, however, able to escape. So we will see the Westside Warriors in the championship game tomorrow at noon against Creighton Prep. So I'll tell you what, a fantastic season from the Millard South P52's. Finished the year 22-9. Had a great year. We saw guys, really everyone contributed to this team. A lot of seniors put together fantastic years. Not the result they wanted, however, after a rough start to the year. They had a little bit of issues in the out-of-state tournament. They put together a fantastic season. Had won 17 of their last 19. Had won 11 straight. So a year to remember for the Patriots, as they were a top team the whole season, put together a fantastic year, and really showed the state how legit the Millard South P52's are. And so tomorrow we'll play in a third place game at 6 p.m. So one more opportunity to see this Patriot team, however, will not be able, obviously, compete for that championship. But we'll see them back in action tomorrow. So the Patriots
play Bellevue West.
Yep. Try to get revenge after losing to Bellevue West 6-2. That was their last loss of the season going into today.
Tell you what, it was a good season for Millard South.
It really was.
A lot of positives.
Relentless team. Put in great work all season.
We saw them have a four-headed monster on the mound with Cannon going tonight and obviously Payne, Novak, the seniors, and along with Caden Blair.
Yep.
We saw the lineup really start to click during the last month. Top to bottom, a lot of guys broke out, a la Jacob Foote, Christian Hobbs,
Matt
Jaden
Guthmiller.
Folkers, of course Matt Guthmiller.
And so I'll tell you what, tomorrow I can say without a doubt Payne's on the mound. No doubt about it. They're going to have the senior Jaden Payne on the mound.
Without a doubt.
We're going to see a lot of seniors playing.
Yep, without a doubt. However, they will not be able to compete for the championship game as they fall short here tonight in the semifinal game against the Westside Warriors by a score of 4-1.
So we'll see them back in action tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the third place game.
Yep. Thank you to all who tuned in tonight. For Nate Cronin, Christine Caldall, Vivian Caldall, Andrew Smith, and Joey Kirkle. Dylan Pelser signing off here from the John A. Lammel Complex. The Westside Warriors take it here tonight, folks. Still, nonetheless, have a